Here they are for one and all. The Moomins are about to call. Come on and sit down here with me. They're here for you on your TV. They are the Moomins. They are the Moomins. So come with me, give me your hand. I'll take you up to Moomin land. You can fly just like a bird. You sing the best song ever heard. They're with the Moomins. 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 Ba 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 ba
One summer day, Moominpappa caught a nasty cold.
Papa, I brought up some hot milk for you. How do you feel now?
Oh, not well at all.
At least your temperature's gone down to normal. Now that's good. Now sit up and drink this milk with onion before it gets cold.
I'll do my best. Mama, during this time that I've been ill in bed, I've been doing a lot of thinking.
Oh. And what is it you've been thinking about?
Well, what if I was not here anymore? Then you and Moomin would know nothing about the wild adventures of my youth, all those things that happened to me long ago.
But I thought that the memoirs you were writing now were all about that.
No, they only start from when I met you. What happened to me before? Well, I'm the only one left who knows that.
Well, why didn't you start at the very beginning? I thought one always did that with memoirs. But it was very sweet and thoughtful of you to start with me, dear.
I had my reasons. My youth was pretty wild and stormy, you know.
Come on out, Snip. I've got big news for you.
Little My!
Moominpappa's in bed with a bad cold. He said if you came to him at once, he'd give you a present. Hurry!
I'll come at once.
Hi, Snufkin!
Hi, little My. How's Moominpappa today?
He's just fine, thanks.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yes, but he seems very angry with you, Snufkin, because you didn't come to see him.
How strange.
Maybe you should go right now.
I've just seen Little My. She said you wanted to give me a present.
And she told me that you were very angry with me.
But I just said you should ask them over, little My.
I did, and I also made sure they'd all come.
Now, you all know Moominpappa. When he's ill, he's very, very ill. Anyway, he thinks it's time he told you about his stormy youth.
I've always wanted to know about Papa's stormy youth.
Moomin, when I was your age, I used to look exactly like you.
Oh.
And oddly enough, I used to have two friends who looked very much like Snufkin and Sniff. Well, almost like them.
Didn't you meet anyone who looked just like me when you were young?
Well, yes, I did. She was very beautiful, but without your fringe.
Oh!
And now I'd like to tell you the story of my life before I met Moominmama. Long ago, one stormy and dismal August, by the steps outside a lonely orphanage, someone had left an old paper shopping bag.
Whatever is that? Someone's left their garbage outside our door.
The paper bag was found by the principal, a lady who looked quite a bit like Philly Junk, actually.
Oh, an abandoned child. Oh, dear.
I was that child.
You were abandoned?
Ah, well, it looks docile enough. Quite sweet, in fact.
Don't want to be number 13. That's unlucky.
You have little choice, young man. There are 12 orphans before you. But to be honest, I don't like number 13 myself. You naughty child, you've wet the bed again.
But I was dreaming I was in the bathroom.
You are twice as much trouble as any of the other orphans.
It's so unfair. I have lots of dreams every night, but this is the only one that turns out to be true when I wake up.
Life is unfair, number 13. Very well. When you greet me, hold up your tails at an angle of 45 degrees. Understood? Right, now. Number 13, this is an angle of 90 degrees.
Why shouldn't it be an angle of 90 degrees?
If I say 45 degrees, I mean 45 degrees. It's high time you learn to behave like all the other children in this orphanage.
For some reason, the principal of the orphanage positively hated being asked any questions. After some years had passed, I sneaked off one day in late winter and ventured down to the seashore, which was strictly forbidden.
Goodness, that's me. I have very nice ears, and they're standing straight up. I'm also very nicely rounded. No nasty edges or knobs. Nice all over, even though I say it myself. I suppose my legs are a bit short for perfection, but not to worry. If I walk and skate and run around a lot, I guess they'll grow longer.
And so I was hurled into my first dangerous adventure and managed to escape unharmed.
I'm safe. I made it.
And at that very moment, I made up my mind.
I'm tired of leading this safe, monotonous life. From this day forward, I shall carve my own fortune. Dear Principal, great tasks await me and life is short, so I'm leaving. I hope you don't mind, but I've taken a jar of pumpkin jam to eat on the way. Do not grieve my departure. Moomin. Maybe I should have waited and left in the morning. There's nothing to be afraid of if I close my eyes. morning. I wonder who made this water wheel. It's pretty well made.
That's not a water wheel, young man.
Hey?
Hello.
Hello?
It's a very important experiment.
Experiment?
Yes, young man. I'm trying to find out how to make a propeller for my ship.
A propeller for your ship? You really the owner of a ship?
It's nearly ready, and in fact, it's being painted this very minute. And then we'll have the launching ceremony and sail away.
Oh, how wonderful! What does it look like?
I'll show you. Would you like to see it?
You bet I would. There's nothing in the world I'd like better.
This way. My name is Samuel Frederickson. And yours?
I'm Moomin.
That's what I was called, you see, before you came along.
There she is.
Wow, what a big ship! How wonderful to have built a real ship!
It is, rather, and you must stay for the launching since you like it so much.
Oh, yes, I love that, and since I like it so much, I'll stay on board just as long as you want.
That would be great, Moomin. Well, now, where could that fuddler have got to? I asked him to paint the ship while I was away, but I think he's gone and disappeared into thin air. Hey, fuddler!
I'm here! I'm right here, Frederickson! I was looking everywhere for the red paint.
So that's where you've been hiding. My friend Moomin is coming for the launching, so if you don't mind, can you please hurry up with the painting? Moomin, this is Fuddler.
Hi, glad to meet you, Fuddler.
Hello, little Moomin. Don't worry, I'll paint as fast as I can. Just watch.
I guess the fuddler didn't look so much like you, Sniff, but he was like you, and he sounded like you, too.
This is the bridge, Moomin, where you steer the ship.
There's somebody in there.
Ah, that's my friend Jockster. Hey, Jockster, didn't you see the no admittance sign? Means you shouldn't go in.
I don't understand signs.
Now, funnily enough, he was just like you, Snufkin, and believe it or not, he even looked like you.
So, what's the name of the ship, Mr. Frederickson?
She's called the Ocean Orchestra.
Does that mean she plays music as she sails?
Of course not, Jockster. It's meant to be sort of romantic or poetic. I thought of names like Grace or Gladys, but I like this more.
How will you get the ship onto the river ready for the launching when it's finished?
Goodness, we never thought of that. It could be difficult and worse.
No doubt I will be able to think of something, guys. Leave it all to me.
So why don't you tell us, how do you plan to move her, Mr. Frederickson?
I think I'll ask Edward the Booble for help. I'll go and look for him. He's probably taking his usual nap downriver. Anyway, he's so enormous you can't possibly miss him.
Does that mean he's dangerous?
No, not really, but you want to be very careful he doesn't step on you by mistake because he's so big.
What, are you serious, Mr. Frederickson?
Oh, yes, young man. But don't worry, he always pays for the funeral. Hey, Eduardo! Are you there? It's me, Frederickson! I want to talk to you! He's there. I want to ask you a favor! Listen to me, Eduardo! Would you mind bathing in the river today? Instead of in the sea, just for today? It's nice and warm. The riverbed is so comfortable and cozy, I'm sure you'll enjoy it there. At least he stood up. Now we'll be able to start the launching ceremony. We must hurry back to the ship, Moomin. Come on, everyone, now's our chance! Anchors away! Batten the hatches! Everybody to your stations! Gently now! Watch out for the wave! Start the engines! We made it, guys! A very successful launch!
Booble is looking at us, Mr. Fredrickson. He's in the way. How are we going to get past him? There's no way round. We're going to crash.
You're quite right. He is an obstacle.
What's that over there behind the Booble?
That's the sea, the real sea. Oceans full of danger and adventures. Anything could happen.
Adventures, at last.
Hey, Eduardo! Would you mind moving out of the way? We gotta get past you! We can't turn back now. Please don't ruin our adventure. All these years I've been preparing for this momentous occasion. Well, there's no turning back now, Moomin. I think this voyage right now must classify as a historic adventure.
Help! Help! Somebody help me! Help!
Who's that? Oh, sounds like Fuddler's in trouble.
That's Fuddler down there. What has he been up to this time?
Hang on! We'll get you out of there. Don't worry about it, Fuddler.
You're really mean! You launched the ship without me. I was still finishing the painting.
So sorry, Fuddler. Now hang on to this!
Ah! Uh-oh.
Look, who's that over there?
It's the Groke.
What's the Groke?
She's the winter monster. It looks to me like she's chasing somebody.
What will she do if she catches them?
Nothing at all. She just gets very lonely. But if she ever touches you, you freeze. It's best for all of us to keep away from her.
Too late for us to do anything now, I'm afraid.
Wait,
Hey, Moomin! Where are you going?
Don't ask silly questions. I'm gonna save that frightened person.
Don't try it or you'll freeze if you get too close.
I can't just stand by and watch someone freezing to death. Besides, it's an adventure. Go away! Don't you dare come near me! Oh, it's so cold! So very cold! I'm turning to ice! Help! Hang on! I'm on my way to rescue you! Jump into this can quickly!
That was my third adventure. and the first of many rescues that filled my days with never-ending excitement.
Sounds great, Papa. Really does. Oh, I want to be an adventurer, too.
Who was she, Moominpappa, the lady you saved? And tell us what happened next.
Eh? Oh, you may well ask, but that, my friends, is another story.
Another story? I'd love to hear it. Can't you tell us who it was?
The principal of the orphanage.
The principal?
Seems she was out looking for me. She was very angry I'd run away.
Oh, it's you, number 13.
Oh, my goodness, the principal. Had I known it was you, I wouldn't have risked my life to save you.
What's done is done, and you did a very brave thing, Moomin.
Be quiet. Nobody asked you.
No.
Who are these people? Where did you find them, number 13?
Madam Principal, they're all my friends.
I will take them under my wing and I'll teach them a thing or two. They must learn how to behave.
Oh, excuse me. I've just remembered I have something to do below.
Me too.
Come back here. Didn't you hear me? You need to be disciplined. That's the first thing I'm going to teach you. Line up here in a row, from the tallest to the shortest, and look smart about it. Come back here. Come back.
Now I see why Moominpappa skipped that bit.
What a pity you didn't recognize her before you set off to rescue her.
I dare say I would have had to rescue her anyway. And then I guess I would have felt silly. You just can't win, can you?
Papa, what a terrible childhood.
Oh, no. Cheer up, Moominmama. The orphanage wasn't that terrible. It was just dull. Yes, the next part of my youth was really exciting, but you'll have to wait until I'm better before I tell you about that.
Like any good storyteller, Moominpappa knew when to make a break in his tale. So we must wait to find out what happened to the principal.
Here they are for one and all. The Moomins are about to call. Come on and sit down here with me. They're here for you on your TV. They are the Moomins. They are the Moomins. So come with me, give me your hand. I'll take you up to Moomin land. You can fly just like a bird. You sing the best song ever heard. There with the Moomins. There were 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 the Moomins. Ba 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 ba
In Moomin Valley, the temperature is usually just right, but sometimes it gets a bit too warm.
Wait, Moomin! Let's dive, shall we?
You thought you could go somewhere without telling me, did you?
Oh, good. I'm glad you found my note in the door.
Why didn't you tell me you were going down to the beach? It's hot. I could have been in the water an hour ago.
I'm so sorry, little Mai, but Moominpappa decided on going very suddenly.
I don't like sudden decisions myself.
I know, but when I tried to get on with my work early this morning, not a single idea came to my head. I had to do something. The only thing that helps is going down to the sea. There's such a lot of it, as you see, and it's so soothing, and I remember all the adventures I had in my youth, sailing in all those ships.
Why don't you tell us the rest of the story you started?
Would you like that, Sniff?
Of course I would. I love trying to figure out which parts are true and which aren't true.
What do you mean? Of course everything I said was true.
You mean everything you told us is true?
Oh. Well, barring some small silly details, maybe.
Can we hear it now, Papa?
Yes, can we?
You don't mind if I listen too, do you?
Since you all want me to.
Hooray!
I don't mind either, even though there's never anyone like me in your memoirs.
Well, this time there will be little Mai.
Really?
Yes, it was the morning after I had so stupidly risked my life to save the principal of my old orphanage.
Wake up! Rise and shine! The day is half gone already. Get up, lazy bones. Wake up, Fuddler, this minute!
Only if you stop that.
And now you can all stop worrying, because I will be taking care of you from now on. I'll also be in charge of this ship, and you will scrub the filthy deck of this ship until lunchtime, understood? You, after lunch, you will wash those clothes, is that clear? Virtue is only next to cleanliness. When your clothes are done, you may rest and study the multiplication table, and then I will test your general knowledge.
I don't like this, and you've got no right to do it.
Look here, madam.
What was that? Are you addressing me?
This is my deck, and it isn't dirty. It has a protective layer.
Fiddle faddle, young man. Don't talk back to me. It's dirty.
I swear I'll never again help anyone I can't see. She's going to make all our lives a misery.
Someone took over this ship
Look, Moomin.
and taught you to be clean and punctual and educated, cultured individuals.
Nibblings!
Nibblings! Nibblings, run for it!
Wait, you ragamuffins, I haven't finished yet. How dare you run away like this? Get down from the mast! This time is scheduled for scrubbing the deck, and definitely not for playing. You pay for this, young man. Come down, I said! Ah! Oh! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Who are you? Go away! Help! Number 13! Help! Stop it! What are you trying to do? Set me down and apologize immediately. This is extremely rude behavior. One does not treat ladies in this manner. I am a principal of an orphanage. Take me back to the ship immediately. You'll regret this for the rest of your days. You wait until I get you to dry land. This is not the way to treat the principal of an orphanage. I've told you this before. Oh!
Moomin, aren't you going to save the principal?
I believe there comes a time in our lives when each of us must face his own fate.
What you say is true. You're being very wise, although I do feel that maybe someone should save those nibblings.
Fuddler, I'll never be able to understand how you can sleep among all this useless junk.
These are all my valued possessions.
This deck is so hard. I want to sleep on a soft mattress.
Tell me something, Fredrickson. Why do you have a mast and no sail?
Well, I sort of thought ships should have a mast. Next I'm planning an amphibian which flies in the air.
What would you prefer to be? An adventurer or inventor?
Inventor, of course. It's more challenging, more competitive. Anyone can be an adventurer.
I'd love to travel in a flying ship. How long would it take you to invent one?
I'll let you know as soon as my plans are ready.
Oh. What's this? Goodness! Wake up, Fuddler! Something's happening!
What is it now? Oh, Josh, I can't see!
Huh? Fredrickson, there's something strange at the bow.
Oh?
Huh?
Hey, what's happening here?
What's this, Fredrickson?
Looks like a cloud to me.
A cloud?
This is fantastic. Never had such a soft mattress.
Is this the same cloud that came out of the hobgoblin's hat, do you think?
Yes, it must be.
Oh, don't do that, Moomin. Something awful's gonna happen if you carry on jumping all over it like that.
It's fun, Fuddler. Don't be frightened. Try it. Come on. Come and see for yourself.
Be careful!
I tell you, Moomin!
We're rolling! What's going on here?
Look over there!
This looks serious! There's a storm coming! Looks like a pretty bad one, too!
What?
Of course, that's what the nibblings were running from, and from that cloud!
Prepare for the worst, everyone!
Our engine isn't big enough for this.
That engine will seize up any minute now.
What's all this about? We're above the waves!
Moomin! Take a look at that mast!
Frederickson! The clouds turned into a sail!
What did you say? Oh my goodness, I hadn't planned on this!
It's amazing! You already have your amphibian!
I can't believe this! It's incredible!
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Oh look, the cloud's breaking up!
So it is. But never mind, it lasted for as long as we needed it.
Oh yes, to your stations everyone, it's a forced landing!
Oi, come look at this!
There it is.
Right, I hope we won't hit it. I'm not able to steer this thing.
We're gonna hit it for sure!
Don't worry, Fuddler, just hold on. Right, here we go. That was lucky. We seem to have made a safe landing.
Come on, Fuddler, jump! You'll be quite safe, don't worry.
Be sure to catch me, guys!
Yes, I'll catch you, Fuddler. Told you it'd be all right.
But what if someone comes and steals my can while we're away from
Who
here?
would want to steal that?
Maybe the people who live here, although it isn't likely. Somebody does live on this island by the look of it.
I wonder why they built all these stone walls.
I don't know. I suppose we'll have to ask someone. Come on, let's go.
And would you like to know who we met? Well, someone just like you, little Mai.
Someone just like me?
Yes.
Hello there, anyone at home?
No, no one's home.
Huh?
That's very strange. If there's no one there, who's that answering?
Go away, all of you. I'm not allowed to open the door when Mom is away.
That's a silly thing to say. You've already opened it.
Well, who are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm Mummeline's daughter.
It's not surprising she looked so much like you, little Mai. She was your mother.
So tell us, where's your mother gone to, little girl?
She's gone to the king's party, of course.
So what king would that be then?
Why didn't she take you with her to the king's party?
'Cause I'm a bad girl.
Well, what have you done that's so bad?
Well, I lie all the time.
You mean like just now when you said there wasn't anybody at home?
Among other things, yes, but you look okay. How would you like to come with me to the king's party?
Party? I've never been to a party, but what will your mother say if we all arrive together?
Oh, don't worry. She won't remember telling me to stay at home by the time we get there. She forgets everything as soon as she said it.
Is that another one of your lies?
What do you think, Fredrickson?
Let's go with her. I've never met a king before. It could be interesting. You think there's a chance one might say hello to him?
Oh, yes.
What does one say to a king, I wonder? I'm looking forward to this. Say, what does this king look like, huh?
He's just a very old man with lots of wrinkles.
Oh, really? That's not how I imagined a king.
Don't trust a word she says. She's a liar, Moomin.
Right, this is where we enter.
What does it say up there on the board, little girl?
It says the king's party will be held today. Everyone's welcome. It will be a big surprise party to celebrate our 100th anniversary. Don't be scared if something unusual and unexpected happens.
A surprise party?
But it says don't be scared, so there must be scary things.
I don't know. It's great fun, though. Many guests have been lost here forever before today, you know.
Did you hear that?
She's lying. You said yourself not to believe her.
I'm so scared.
Let's run, Fredrickson!
Hold on. Aha, just as I suspected. It's an artificial spider.
What?
The legs are steel and the eyes are glass with flashlights behind.
Ha ha! Surprised, were you?
Huh? Who said that?
Oh.
What's taking you so long? Hurry up! There's a boat here!
But I want to know whose voice that was.
Forget the voice and just paddle carefully, will you?
Paddling carefully won't help you here, I can tell you that much.
Huh? You mean there's more?
Help! A fountain!
Now I bet you got very wet, eh?
It's that voice again. Who are you? Answer me!
How far do we have to walk to get to this party? Whoa!
Oh, another surprise. A mechanical cow.
They can't possibly fool us with that thing. Do they think we're idiots? I'm not afraid of a stupid mechanical cow.
Stay away from me, everyone!
Now that was something you didn't expect.
What in the world are you?
Hurry up! Hurry up!
It's just papier-mâché.
Now hurry, hurry, hurry! You're almost there. The scary things are over. And now the fun part starts.
Fredrickson, the voice is coming out of that horn.
That's a loudspeaker.
Very loud.
The king's party has already started!
Looks like a big party, doesn't it?
Yeah, the first of many for you, I guess, Moomin.
Would you like a piece of pie?
Yes, please.
And some juice, maybe.
You betcha.
Now then, little girl, you said your mother was at the party. Where is she?
Over there! The big round one with her hair in a bun like mine. That's my mother.
And that old man sitting on the throne with the crown on is really the king?
Yep, that's him.
Doesn't look like one.
Doesn't look serious enough.
Better stay out of his way.
Come on, you can introduce yourselves. He'd like to meet you. Hi, Mommy!
Oh, so there you are.
I brought my new friends along.
Yes, they certainly do look new, don't they?
How do you do, Your Majesty? We've come to wish you many happy returns of the day. We've come all the way across the stormy sea in our trusty ship. I'm Fredrickson the inventor, and this is...
You are Moomin, an adventurer, and that's the jockster by your side, and that must be the fuddler over there.
Ah, that voice we heard.
I've been watching all of you with my telescope. I saw those surprises you had on your way, and very interesting it was. But now let us discuss more serious matters for a while. We find you acceptable as citizens of our kingdom, and so by royal decree you will stay here on our island, my friends.
We're greatly honored, of course.
Fredrickson, I've ordered that uniquely beautiful ship of yours to be moved here immediately.
What? The Ocean Orchestra?
Yes, and I want you to go on with your brilliant inventions here in our park of surprises, Fredrickson.
That sounds good.
But Fredrickson, we were going off for adventures.
Don't worry, Moomin. We can go off for adventures anytime. I will build my amphibian here in this park.
As for the rest of you, you may settle wherever you like and build homes for yourselves in my happy kingdom.
Build a home?
What do you think about that? Splendid! And now, dear people, let our festivities proceed. Let us all enjoy our day.
I built my house overlooking the sea. The wheelhouse of the Ocean Orchestra was the ground floor, and I lived there very happily by myself.
What happened to me, to the fuddler?
Oh, he went on living in his tin can, of course.
And what happened to the jockster?
He moved around, living here and there.
And what about you? What happened to you after that, Papa?
The king went off, with both ship and captain, so I couldn't really move on. I just stayed in the house overlooking the sea.
Not very adventurous.
What?
Well, you were just living in a house. That's boring.
How can you say that? You've all been listening with your mouths wide open.
It was exciting till now, but if you just stay on the island and live in a house...
Oh, dear me. Well, you see, little ones, it wasn't an ordinary house exactly. In fact, it was a haunted house.
Haunted?
I want to hear it.
I'm not at all sure that I do.
Next time, maybe.
Oh, you can't stop now.
I'm very tired, Moomin. Now I feel I really do deserve a little nap.
And so Moominpappa took a little nap down on the seashore, but not before he had whetted their appetite again by mentioning the haunted house. Nothing wrong with keeping your audience on tenterhooks.
Here they are for one and all. The Moomins are about to call. Come on and sit down here with me. They're here for you on your TV. They are the Moomins. They are the Moomins. So come with me, give me your hand. I'll take you up to Moomin land. You can fly just like a bird and sing the best song ever heard. There with the Moomins. There were 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 the Moomins. Ba 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 ba.
This is very pleasant. How nice to have a cup of coffee every morning at the same time. It makes life worth living.
I'm so glad you like it.
Why is it you find it so pleasurable, Papa? Huh?
It shows that the world is stable, or at least it shows that our world here in Moomin Valley is secure and stable.
Why do you like stability so much, Papa?
I like change. I don't like the same thing every day.
Well, as you all know, Papa does like adventure, but he also likes his coffee at the same time every day.
I would like to lead a life of adventure like Papa did when he was young.
Speaking of that, Papa, you promised to tell us more about your adventures when you were a young man.
I'd like to hear it.
So would I, Papa.
Now let me think, Moomin.
Tell me, Papa, wasn't there anyone that looked like me in your adventures?
Like you, Snorkmaid? There was indeed. Right, Moominmama?
What?
Does Moominmama know about her?
Oh, come on, Papa. Get on with the story.
Right, but I had so many adventures I can't remember what it was I said to you last time. Now, where was I? Can somebody remind me how far I got?
You said that your house on the rock was haunted.
You might want to, but I don't want to hear about ghosts.
You can cover your ears if you're scared.
Ah, yes, I remember now. We had just settled down on the King's Island, hadn't we? The king was very interested in us for some unknown reason, and he gave a very warm welcome and asked us to stay. He wanted us to form a colony, but I'd no idea what that meant.
Since we don't know, I asked my mother what it means to form a colony.
Hey, what did she say?
She said there should be as many as possible who should all live as closely together as possible.
Oh.
And she said you'll all start quarreling then.
Quarreling? Why do we all have to start quarreling? I don't like quarreling much. What's your opinion on the matter, Fuddler?
I don't like it either. If that's the case, Muddle and I will live together away from everybody else. We hate quarreling and we want to avoid it at all costs.
But that's wrong as well.
Well, what do you think about it, Jockster?
I really think that in a colony, everyone can live as they like, more or less, within reason.
You really believe that?
We'll be completely free to come and go as we please, and I have no intention of quarreling with anyone.
Maybe we shouldn't live too close together. Huh?
Oh, hey, wait there, Muddle!
Who's that? I've never seen her before.
That's Muddle. She lives on the south of the island. If you ask me, I think Fuddler's fallen in love with her.
Hey?
Another thing, how's Fredrickson doing?
Fredrickson's extremely busy building his amphibian.
As ordered by the king of the island, Fredrickson had moved to live in the Park of Surprises and was there building all the time. So, unfortunately, we rarely saw him anymore.
He wants a colony with lots of people, but there aren't enough of us for that. Huh? What's that thing over there?
Uh-oh, it wasn't a ghost, was it?
It certainly was.
I'm so scared.
Phew! But it's so chilly in here. Tremble, frail mortal, for the revenge of the forgotten dried-out bones.
Have you got a cold?
Yes, I'm afraid I have.
Are you all right?
No, I'm not. What's happening here? Why aren't you scared of me?
I tell you, it's very difficult being scared of someone who sneezes.
You'd sneeze too if you tried to rattle chains in weather like this. Such cold, hard things. When I return later on this week, beware thy fate. I shall put my clammy hands upon your sleeping form.
You're coming back another night? Right. Can you tell me what time?
Well, what about next Friday at midnight? Earlier, if you like. How would that suit you?
That's splendid. I'll invite my friends for a ghost party.
Your friends?
Isn't that a good idea? The more people you have to scare, the better you like it, surely.
Huh? Well, I guess so, but... Very well, then. I shall return next Friday night around midnight to scare you all.
How exciting! What a great surprise it'll be for everyone. See you Friday! Take care now!
Hey, Snip, you can take your hands away now. The ghost is gone. He's such a scaredy cat.
And did the ghost return on the Friday night?
Yes, he certainly did. And that night I decided to wait for the ghost outdoors.
I've got something exciting to tell you. I haven't invited you here tonight just for dinner.
That explains why this fish you've given us doesn't taste so good tonight.
So, what's your reason for inviting us here, Moomin?
I've asked you so you can have a truly scary experience.
Oh, how exciting! I really love being scared.
You won't be disappointed. At midnight, a real ghost will appear before you.
What?
You heard him, Fuddler. Wow, that's exciting!
Hey, Moomin.
Uh-huh.
Please don't make ridiculous jokes. You know I'm frightened of ghosts. You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
I'm not joking, Fuddler. Goodness, look over there.
Huh? Yeah!
You weren't joking.
Where is he?
Coming this way, and he's right behind you, Fuddler.
Beware the revenge of the dried-out, broken, forgotten bones.
How wonderfully exciting to meet a real ghost for once. Would you like to join us for some soup?
Oh, no. This is not the way you're supposed to behave. When you see me, you should all shout eek and fall to the ground trembling. You should turn pale and your teeth should start chattering. Well done. At least you know how to behave properly. Thank you, my friend.
No, don't come any closer! Leave me alone!
Well, I'm a bit disappointed, too. I thought you'd all be scared out of your wits when you saw him.
I wasn't scared, but I was certainly surprised. Surprised and very interested. How is it that a ghost can hover above the ground like that? If he was willing to share his secret with me, I guess I could use it for my amphibian.
Say, Moomin, perhaps the ghost could move in and live with you. Then we'd have one more member for our special colony.
That's a good idea. If you lived here, you could scare us any time.
Would you like to?
I might consider it if you kept it nicely heated. You see, I suffer a great deal from these head colds.
No, but Moomin, I won't be able to come here and visit you anymore.
Oh, don't be silly. You must come. You're the only one here who's scared of me. I have nothing to do if you don't come.
I told you not to come any closer!
And that was how the ghost and I started to live together. On Midsummer Night Eve, I was reading a book, and the ghost sat knitting just because he said it calmed his nerves.
Hello there!
Believe it or not, Fredrickson has finally finished his amphibian.
What? He has?
And the king has decided to do the launching himself, and he's also going to marry the Fuddler in the model.
What? The Fuddler? I'm coming down. The Fuddler's getting married? But when did he decide to do that?
Well, the king decided, actually. You know how much he likes wedding ceremonies and celebrations and things.
Fuddler and Muddle, welcome to my home. It is time to exchange your buttons. Now I am happy to announce you husband and wife.
Congratulations, Fuddler!
Congratulations!
Thank you, everyone.
I'd no idea you were gonna get married.
I understand that feelings such as these hit one suddenly when least expected.
Well, I must admit, they've never hit me.
Listen, Fuddler! I would really like you to do the unveiling of my ship. This will be my wedding present to you.
Thank you very much, Fredrickson.
Dear friends, this is a historical day for my kingdom. You are about to witness the unveiling of our latest invention. This great and wonderful amphibian moves on land and water and also through the air. Now let's hear you. 3 cheers for Fredrickson. Now, Fuddler and Muddle, over to you.
Well, dear Moomin, how do you like my new ocean orchestra?
That's fantastic, Fredrickson.
Thank you. Right then, everybody aboard?
Yes.
Of course. Just watch closely.
I think we're gonna hit the shore.
Stop worrying so much, Fuddler. I must admit it works very well.
Could we go higher, Fredrickson?
It can't seem to go higher.
What?
The engines look as if they're giving out any minute.
I don't believe this. We're traveling under the sea.
Hey, have a look out here.
They're mermaids!
To the mermaids.
Why did they all swim away?
Oh dear, I think we're back on the surface again.
But what could it have been?
It's Eduardo!
What's he doing round here?
What are you doing in this part of the world, Eduardo? Did you come to the Fuddler and the Muddle's wedding?
You like weddings?
Thank you, Eduardo!
So, you see, our colony had acquired yet another new member. Unfortunately, that fall, there was an awful lot of rain and some very bad storms and very, very high water. Sooner or later, everyone ended up in my house, which, needless to say, was the best built.
I think it stopped raining at last.
Good. There you are. Your bed is ready for you.
Thanks, that's very kind of you, Moomin.
It's hard to believe now, isn't it, that this house used to be the wheelhouse of your ship?
I do think that this is by far the worst weather we've had since we came to live here.
Hmm? Oh, I'd better go out and check on things right away.
And I walked down to the beach as if I'd known something all along.
But what's that hanging on your arm?
Oh, yes. Thank goodness. How lucky. Oh. Oh, the sea must have ruined my makeup. Oh.
Beautiful. I just said, I've never seen anyone as beautiful as you before.
Thank you for saving my life. But I don't know your name.
If you want to know, it's Moomin.
At that very moment, I knew it. This was the very girl I'd been waiting for so long. A girl I could start a new colony with.
And who did she look like? Did she look like Snork Maiden?
She certainly did, little Mai. Even without the fringe, she looked exactly like Snork Maiden.
And was she really that beautiful, Moominpappa?
Oh, yes.
And where did she go after that?
She came back with me to the house, of course. And from that day on, we lived there together very happily indeed.
I suspect, Papa, that girl you met on the seashore was none other than...
Snufkin and Sniff, you will stay to dinner, won't you? You know you're always welcome. What is it? Is something wrong?
Of course! Moominmama!
Do you think so? Was it you, Mama?
Oh, was it really?
Papa, so you've just told them all about us.
Yes, I just told them the story about how we met.
Oh, how embarrassing.
So with that, I think I will end my story. You know the rest.
Oh, but what happened to the fuddler?
And what about the little girl?
After I met Moominmama, my days as an adventurer were over. I settled down then and we lived together happily. Now it's your turn to venture forth and create exciting lives for yourselves.
Then Moominpappa stopped talking. His story had come to an end. Moomin decided there and then that he would follow in his father's footsteps. One day he would leave Moomin Valley and travel around the world in his quest for an adventurous and eventful life.